Hey there, what's going on? Welcome to JoshuaPellissier.com. I am Joshua Pellissier. I've gotten into a lot of things in my life. The most recent success I had was writing a book called The Tao of Badass, which reached millions of people, which was very cool. And I have been working on something new for the past maybe 3 years or so. Something much more in depth for myself, much more a challenge. And is what I believe is the next level for me, and I'm wondering maybe the next level for you. If you have heard of the Tao of Badass before, and especially if you have read it, then you know that my work speaks for itself. I'm very genuine about what it is I teach, and I embody it, which is important for you to note going into my next venture, because it is quite a challenge. It's kind of makes the things that I taught in the Tao of Badass look a little bit simple. So the next stage after going over the things that I studied in the Tao of Badass and that I taught, mostly around making yourself the most attractive version of yourself, and then delivering that out to the world in front of you deliberately rather than just kind of like unconsciously. I've sort of been called in this direction outside of this after I wrote the Tao of Badass, and after it was successful. I was asking myself what's next, and the next thing that came up for me was that I needed to focus on my ego. I needed to focus on my belief systems. I wanted to make sure that I had success, so that now that I have a woman that I really respect, that I've always wanted this kind of woman, then now what? I don't want us to struggle forever with money, and so I had to get those sort of shortcuts too. My spirituality was kind of all over the place. I didn't have really any connection to my purpose, so I felt a little bit lost there as well. So I went studying that, going toward my own spiritual awakening, which was a kind of a journey in itself. So I've been really busting ass for these past few years, and been waiting to release something new. I've been kind of off the grid, and finally I'm ready. And I opened up recently a mentorship program called Superhuman Habits. And I want to invite you to Superhuman Habits. It's essentially all of my shortcuts that I learned in my life. The Tao of Badass had about maybe 20% of the things that I teach. I used to teach when I did boot camps, at least, and taught guys in person how to become more attractive. I took about 20% of that stuff that I taught, and I put it into the Tao of Badass, which was obviously a very successful program and helped a lot of people. Great book, I think, or at least it was at the time. So now that I'm on to the next thing, I have all those same kinds of shortcuts, but for everything else in my life that I've used, for making money, for being more confident, most importantly, especially being more confident, for busting through your insecurities and your beliefs and lack, and what belief system is best for you in the moment right now, which kind of structures of creating new beliefs will help you navigate your world. And have sort of awaken these, what I'm calling superhuman abilities within you. They're superhuman because they would take you a month to awaken what it would take most people a lifetime to awaken. And I want to invite you to learn all of these methods from me directly in my private mentorship group. It is right now where I'm accepting charter members. It is open to those who have who've read the Tao of Badass first. So if that's you and you have read the Tao of Badass, it's open for you, and you can become a charter member. Charter members get in locked in at an extremely discounted rate. So if you want to take advantage of that, it's $10 a month. Click the button below this video, and on the next page, enter your information and join the group. We'll add you to the Facebook group and to the members group, and you'll see the videos I've produced so far. I'm hacking the master key system for belief creation, and quieting the mind and the inner voice in your head right now in the group. And by the time you see this video, maybe I'll be on to another thing as well. But as I produce new videos, I release them into the members area, and they stay there forever. Comments and things like that I reply to personally, and I've got some very trusted badasses in there already. So if you want to join us, and you already are a member, go ahead and click the button below this video now. If you're not a member of the Tao of Badass, you're probably gonna have to wait until we release it, because it might be a little bit advanced for you. You might want to go back and read the Tao of Badass first, and then whenever you're done with that, you get kind of an introduction to how I think. Maybe then you want to join. So, but if you're ready to rock it, go ahead and click the button below this video, And on the next page, you know, put in your checkout information on the secure checkout page, and then we'll give you access ASAP. We'll get someone in to do that. It's a lot of interaction. It's not like an automated, you know, learn on your own kind of thing. There's a members area with people, brothers of yours, just like you, who are going through studying and giving their lives full time to this superhuman nature of living their lives at the greatest, fullest potential they can in every area, and not just with women. So if that's you, brother, join us and click the button below now, and I'll see you on inside.